Hi Taurus, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for July 26th through August 1st. It is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate, guys, definitely check out those other placements. It is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone who watches or just for this particular week. So I'm going to get into your current energy, the near future, the next 3 to 6 months, a little peek into that. Then we'll clarify that spread. Once that's done, we're going to clear that away, get into your person's energy, your energy, the possible outcome, as well as the romance angels and the oracle cards. So I want to say a quick thank you to everyone who has been with me. Thank you for all your support, your comments, your likes, shares, all of that good stuff. I really appreciate you guys. And if you are new, I hope you'll stay. I also do personal readings, so that information is in the description box if you'd like one of those. All right. I feel like I need to shuffle one more time. This is for Taurus. All right. This is for Taurus. So, for your current energy, we have the Seven of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. Now, in the near future, we have the High Priestess, the King of Swords in reverse, and the King of Pentacles. The next 3 to 6 months, the Page of Wands, the Strength card, and the Four of Cups. Now, your overall energy for this particular week is the Nine of Wands in reverse. Okay, so with the Nine of Wands in reverse, this is the wounded warrior in a sense. This is someone who has been through a lot, wants to walk away from the experiences, the emotional baggage, the difficulties. Closing out a cycle, in a sense, is what it feels like. So there's still some energy around you that feels pretty heavy. You're not quite at the Ten of Wands, but in this case, it's in the reverse. So I'm going to say there's still some holding on. When it's in the upright, I'd say you're leaving that stuff behind. You don't want to focus on it anymore. But this feels kind of in the depths, in the trenches, at least in the energy that's coming up for you in the next week. Now, we do have the Seven of Swords. So immediately I get that, yes, there could be some energies around you that you feel are people that you can't trust. And there's somebody specific that you don't trust. There's a King of Wands energy. You're looking right at that person, and I feel that's your energy. I don't think you've said anything about this yet. So if you don't feel like you can speak up, or you're just choosing not to, which I don't blame you. Maybe you need a little bit more information before you go blaming somebody for something if you think someone has lied or cheated or even stolen. If this has happened, let's say in a work situation, which is something I'm getting very strongly. You could be dealing with someone who has some narcissistic tendencies, a boss figure, someone who, they just said obliterates, who likes to make people feel small, but there's something about this person's behavior that's very deceptive. I don't like it at all, to be honest with you. This could also be a partner that you're dealing with. Right now, I feel like you're holding your tongue and not speaking up. So let's see how the energy moves forward. But I think you're going to be really trusting your intuition around this particular person. I feel like it's a current energy. I don't necessarily feel like this is someone from your past. It could be. But what I get is someone is in your energy right now. And they just showed me like you want to cut them off. There's something that needs to be said, and I think you're about ready to speak your mind. We'll get some clarifiers for that. All right, so in the near future, we have the High Priestess, the King of Swords in reverse, and the King of Pentacles. This is a very strong energy. This is you very strong in your energy, male or female. That's standing your ground. Very powerful energy. Someone who's extremely stable and someone who trusts their intuition. So if anybody's trying to play games right now or be manipulative in any way, they're not going to get away with it. And only you will know who I'm talking about. This person doesn't have any integrity. None. Zero. Zilch. Whatsoever. So if you've been getting that kick in the butt from spirit that's saying pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. Because there's somebody around you in this particular week that either wants to take advantage of your generosity or is someone that you need to be cautious of actually trying to steal from you. So if you've had this little, inkling inside that's been telling you, I don't really trust this person or their actions, believe it, because this is confirmation in this reading for you. All right. We'll clarify that as well. Now, in the near future, well, we said near future, I'm sorry, this is your next 3 to 6 months. The Page of Wands, and then the Strength card and the Four of Cups. I really love this. This is a new energy, a new start, and I feel like it's you. I don't necessarily feel like this is somebody coming towards you. It just feels like you in a renewed space, like a childlike energy, finding that passion that you had when you were a child for things that you loved. So whatever that may be, it's just going to be a spark that hits you in the next couple of months, and it's going to sort of catapult you forward. It's going to give you that strength. For some reason, there's something around those energies, those passions that you used to have that re-energizes you and pushes you forward. It's like it gives you the real internal, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like that I feel really good about who I am. I love the way I'm looking and feeling. And the Four of Cups in reverse says, I'm not going to accept anything less than everything from someone. So right now you may be questioning someone around you. Maybe it's someone you started dating. Could it have been an ex? Absolutely. But this feels like an energy that's currently there, and maybe you are questioning whether this is the right person for you. Do I sense that you're going to move forward? I do. Right now, I think you're just working through it and making sure that this is really what it is. I don't think you're going to speak until you find concrete evidence. Okay, so let's clarify with the Seven of Swords and the King of Wands. All right, so we have the Knight of Wands, someone whose energy, okay, and the Queen of Wands. And then we have the Lovers. All right. So this is a very passionate connection. At least it is from the other person's side. Now, could it have underlying tones of narcissism? It could very well. Whoever this person is, they don't go slow. This is not someone who just steps in and says, I'm going to take my time. Normally the Knights do. But in this case, I'm going to say no. This person wants to wine and dine is what I feel like. They're very passionate about moving forward. They find you incredibly attractive, male or female, with the Queen of Wands. So we've got a pair here. So the intensity is pretty deep. You could feel a real fiery connection. You could be dealing with a fire sign. So Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Maybe this just feels different for you. It's bringing up something in you that you haven't felt in a while. Like I said, you feel really good about yourself. This is being very attractive. You could be attracting a lot of attention. I'm not seeing that your energy is focused on a lot of different options. I just feel like you feel really attractive and you know people are watching you. So the Knight of Wands just says to me, this person's going to come in and keep trying to use that passionate side, use their sexuality, use whatever it takes to keep you interested and keep you there. So I'm going to just caution you and say, if you've got any internal kind of feelings like I want to be cautious because I need to protect myself, then I'd say definitely do so. You may not be getting any kind of indication. You're just here and you want to see where this is going. It feels like a very passionate connection. All right, so let's look at the High Priestess and the King of Swords. We have the Tower. So, like I said, this is one of those things that's either going to transform into something amazing. It could go either way, and I'm going to tell you both. Normally, I'd get one specific answer. Do I think things might kind of surprise you? Absolutely. I don't know if it's going to be in the best way. I'd say be cautious. I do feel like something is going to come to light. And then we have the High Priestess in reverse. That to me says, with the Judgment in reverse, there's some kind of decision that needs to be made, because the Hierophant in reverse is someone who is not necessarily spiritual. So you may be finding that this person doesn't follow the kind of path that you would like a sacred path. And that could be the reason that things start to break apart. Now, I'm not going to say that there's anything else. There needs to be a decision made, basically, about this for you, because your security, the stability, the things that you have built are too powerful and too strong to let somebody come in and break that all apart for you. All right, so let's look at the Page of Wands and the Strength card. Now, we have the Page of Cups. Like I said, this is starting a new situation. I feel like something is either broken away or this is going to unfortunately fall apart, and then a brand new beginning comes in the next 3 to 6 months. Something much more balanced right now. So the Ten of Wands, that's because some of your energy in the future is going to feel kind of heavy around the situation that you either already dealt with or are about to deal with. And you want to get back to a place where you open up and don't, it's that non-jaded feeling. In other words, where justice was not served in the past or in this situation that you're dealing with, you're going to need that revived childlike energy, that remembering what it's like to really love someone and trust that things can change, because they will. Just because somebody comes along that's a really heavy lesson doesn't mean that there isn't something beautiful in the future. You're going to have to remain really strong to get through some of this stuff, obviously. But the boundaries that you've set for yourself, where justice has not been served in the past, or you didn't feel like things were balanced, or they were just a huge burden, that's where you learned really what you wanted moving forward. And again, you're not going to accept anything less than everything. Now, this is the King of Wands in reverse, meaning that person is withdrawing. Now, if you're dealing with someone at work that is this way, their energy seems to dissipate and they're reversed. So you've overcome the stress of that particular energy at work. In other words, you put it at bay. Your boundaries are strong and this person's not going to be able to penetrate that. The Two of Swords, you may have what I feel like is a really strong decision around whether you're going to stay at a job or in a relationship. Both seem to be playing out in my readings this week, where it could be one or the other. Now, we do have the Nine of Cups right after that decision, which tells me that you know what your wish fulfillment is. I feel like you've been setting your intentions. They're showing me somebody writing things down in a small notebook or, say, a journal. You've been setting those intentions, and Spirit's bringing it towards you, wants to bring it towards you. Just have faith. Now, the Four of Pentacles in reverse is great because that means you're going to be opening up. Maybe you won't be holding back as much. Once you start to feel like things are working in the right direction, that's when you start to open yourself up. Maybe spend a little bit more money, have some fun. The Magician in reverse, you may not feel like the manifestations are coming to you at the rate that you're putting them down, but they are coming for sure. I do feel like you don't want to take chances in another situation that ends up this way. In other words, you don't want to end up in another job that you deal with this type of personality. And I think that you're going to be aware of those types of red flags when you go to interview. Let's say you interview with a boss, or there's just a feeling that you'll have when you go into a new place. If you decide you want to leave this job and put this in the past. Now, if this is the relationship, that's the same thing. Your radar is going up with the High Priestess telling me that you're going to be very aware that you're not going to deal. You're going to be aware of the red flags is basically what I want to say. Okay, so let's move on and get into your person's energy. Whoever's on your mind, whether it be this person or someone else. All right, so this is for Taurus. Tell me about their person's energy and their energy. Oh, that wasn't a very good shuffle. One more time. I see you moving into a calmer place. That was the Six of Swords. All right. The energy of the person on your mind, we have the Ace of Cups in reverse, the Star in reverse, Page of Cups, and then the Queen of Cups. Interesting. So, Eight of Cups, I see you walking away, the Tower in reverse, yep. And then the Seven of Cups and the Ace of Wands in reverse. So, the King of Swords, clarity. Something's going to come. Some truth is going to come towards this scenario. Whether it be you that brings it or your person, I feel like you're the energy of your person. It does feel like it's a very clear message about what's going on. If there's been any kind of confusion, I feel like you're going to get clarity. Now, this person is not in a place where they're ready to start a true love or romance. if you have a question about that. If you've already been with this person, they're not in a place where they're ready to commit or be in a long-term relationship. I feel like they're still healing over the past. The Page of Cups says, you know, they don't have a lot to offer, basically. It's a very small offer. Now, the Queen of Cups is, I feel like this is how they see you, male or female. They see you as someone who's very open and loving and nurturing. And I feel like they want to be able to give this to you, but they just don't have a lot to offer right now. And if that's the case, I feel like this is you walking away and leaving any kind of an emotional burden like we discussed in the main reading. If this has to fall apart, I feel like it had to fall apart. You had to walk away. If this is how this person is and it's not working for you, I feel like you're going to give them the sayonara, peace out. The Seven of Cups, leaving your options open. Was there some confusion around this? I do feel like there was. I definitely feel like you questioned what to believe in this situation. Now, the Ace of Wands, to me, holding back a little bit before you start moving forward into something brand spanking new. You could just be waiting on an opportunity. Like I said about the work situation, you could be waiting for something that feels really good that's going to make you want to jump through hoops. In other words, like you're trying to find that passion again. It could be also restoring your passion within so that you can move forward and find the right type of relationship. So this is going to be more for people who are currently questioning someone and maybe not wanting to move into something new, but not sure what's going on within the current. I would say they see you as somebody that they could be with. They're just not ready for it right now. Now, if you've already walked away from this and you found out this person was a liar and a cheater, then it's done. And could they possibly come back in? Yeah, but it's going to be a small offer. And most of you don't want exes anyway. All right. Some of you might. So we have engagement, deception, like I said. You deserve love, and heart-to-heart conversations. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So I think that's going to be releasing and forgiving and moving forward, which is hard to do immediately after. We all have anger about relationships gone wrong, especially if somebody's cheated, lied, done horrible things. Was this an engagement? It could have been. You may have thought that this was somebody you were going to end up marrying. And then deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. I think you've already picked up on that. You deserve love. Obviously, you deserve love, of course. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So you may want to express yourself. You may want to hold back. But in this case, I'd say this person's going to try to have some kind of a heart-to-heart conversation. Just be aware that they don't have a lot to offer, okay? They see you as a stable person, and they're very attracted to that. But I don't think you're in a place where you're going to let somebody take advantage of you. All right, so the possible outcome. This is for Taurus. Ooh, that was tough. The possible outcome. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius, as well as a fire sign, Leo, Sag, Aries. I do have some air energy here as well. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All right, the possible outcome for Taurus. We have the Queen of Wands, the Lovers, the Death card, and the Two of Swords. The overall energy is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. There's something about a need for independence, like individual independence, in order for this to work. I feel like, yes, there's a tremendous amount of passion here. Is that part of the relationship good? The Lovers, yes. Do I think there's a connection? Absolutely. But it needs a major transformation if it's going to move forward. Somebody needs to go through their death and rebirth before this can happen. And that, the decision obviously hasn't been made. So what I'm going to say is the possible outcome, major transformation. Could be away from the relationship because I don't see that you're going to want to necessarily settle down with this person. There's more Scorpio energy there for you. So something's transforming, and I think it's you. I think you're too passionate about moving forward and finding the right kind of love. I don't know that you're going to stick around for this one. All right, the Lover's Oracle. This is for Taurus. want this card. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. I love that. That's perfect. And then we have trust transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. That's gorgeous. All right, so the last thing we're going to do is some messages from Spirit from the Wisdom of the Oracle. This is for Taurus. All right, so we have co-create, truth be told, a change in the wind, time for a nap, and chaos and conflict. I definitely feel like there is a lot of chaos and conflict in this. Co-create, this to me is you co-creating with Spirit. In other words, the heightening of your intuitiveness, possibly even psychic abilities. I feel like you're creating that back and forth with Spirit that's starting to feel more balanced in your life. And it feels really good. Like it's empowering is what I want to say. Now we have truth be told. I do feel like there's some truths that are going to come out. Fives are about changes. This is a 1 and it's 14, so it reduces to a 5. So there's going to be some changes when this truth comes. Change in the wind, sorry. This is a 12, which reduces to 3. This is balancing in mind, body, and spirit. This is also about your home situation. I feel like you feel safe at home. That sounds kind of silly to say, but you guys love your home space. And I do feel like that is a sanctuary for you right now. Now, if there is a need to move or change residency, I don't think you like the idea of that change, but you will find the perfect spot. I feel really good about that energy. Time for a nap. So to me, this just says there's balance needed as far as maybe your sleep schedule, work, you know. If you need naps, take naps, by all means. I think that's amazing advice. If you can, I can't personally, but I do know Tauruses who are very able to take those beautiful naps. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this message. I hope it helped. Like I said before, thank you so much for all of your support, your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. Description box is where the info is for personals. I hope you guys have an amazing week. Make lots of great choices. I love you to pieces, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.